Hello, my air signs. You guys are my last read for this monthly overview. Okay, so my air signs, my wonderful, witty, social, good listeners, my intellects. These are the Aquarius, Gemini, and Libras. Okay, guys. Let's get down into it. We have relationships, which it can be romantic, can be friendships, it could be family, friends, okay? Think of those. Think of how it relates to that. We have, when it comes to our money and our finances, we have that, where you're getting your finances. When, if it's, self-employment, if it's a job and a career you're in, see where we're standing in there. When we have our health and wellness, we're looking at wellness when it comes to your emotional, your physical, your mental, your spiritual as well, okay? So all of those playing out. And so remember that, yes, you could be, your air sign could be Gemini, right? Or your rising sign could be Aquarius, or your moon could be a Libra. So I really feel like it's kind of that, do you vibe with that air energy? Are you in those big three there? And so you could be this group, you can be another group. It falls like that. So remember, these are generals. So take what works and let the rest flow. Okay. So I've been shuffling this whole time, and I am going to start letting some stuff come out. Okay. No, you don't want to come out. Okay. These wanted to come out. All right. So relationships, we have the Wheel. And then money and finances, Three of Swords. Oh, you know what I'm getting? I'm just going to say what I'm getting, just a little nudge. That girl is looking over to the relationship, and the money and I think the money and finances is affecting the relationship. I'm just going to say that. I don't know, but that's how I'm feeling. But we'll see. I'm gonna tap into it in just a little more. But I need to get this health and wellness one. Okay, Justice. Oh my gosh, you guys. You guys got some major stuff playing out right now. But I think it's for a better future, a brighter future, a happier future. That's what I'm seeing. The relationship, this Wheel, you know how the Wheel, with the Wheel of Fortune, no other cards, I did not pick up the bottom card, but I'm going to with you guys. I don't know why. Sometimes with me. The relationship, the Wheel in your life. Okay, this Wheel. The Wheel of Fortune is can be all about karma and divine timing, but it also could be about, sometimes we're up and sometimes we're down. It's how the wheel turns in our life. This Wheel, totally, so I'm getting something different. I don't know why. Oh my gosh. Okay, so last night, I know I shouldn't be going into story time, but I am. This yoga pose, I was in the kitchen because I've been doing yoga for almost a little over a year now. Probably about a year now. This, maybe a couple months. Over a year. And the yoga pose where you get your leg up higher to the thigh, I stood in the kitchen to see if I could do that now, because before you could either start at that foot, then you rise it up before you get to the knee, because you don't go on the knee, and then you go right there. And I could do it to the top part, and I was so proud of myself. And I feel, and this pose is all about balance. And this is what this card is saying. It is saying that you are learning how to balance the light and the dark, the shadow and the light within all of your relationships, within every relationship, because there's multiple wheels here. So there's multiple relationships. So this is your romantic relationship, your friendships, your friendships with your co-workers, relationships with your friends, your family, your parents. You're learning how to balance both of those energies. Like, when they throw their negative crap at you, you know how to balance that. And then when you have that light, you know yes, that light's beautiful, but I'm not going to take it all on, because I know that there is light and there's dark, and that there is a shadow to everything and everybody, that there is both sides. And it totally reminds me of temperance. And I have been doing that a lot. I've been referring to other cards, and they must be my clarifying cards. It's all, to me, in your relationships, this is where you're at, air signs. Oh, this is beautiful. I love this. This is not about things are about to go down and things are going to go up. This is all about you finding that balance and been working at, like I've told you, like I have been working on that yoga pose. So it's like you guys have been working on finding balances in all of your relationships, and seeing that yes, sometimes they're crap and sometimes they're beautiful, and knowing how much I want to put up with each one of them. Okay. Oh my God, air signs, I love it. All right, next is your money and finances, like I said. Okay, so as you, I do. She is looking at, yes, she's looking at the past hurt, when you made sacrifices, in your job, for when it came to relationships. Because to me, yes, you're looking back at the past, but you're also looking over at relationships, because sometimes you look at things how they're laid out, and you can kind of see how this card is looking over here, but also that card is looking in the past. So how relationships were affected by your money and your finances and your career. So maybe you put too much time towards your career and your relationships got neglected, and then it ended in heartbreak. Or where you did not think that you brought in enough or had enough, and it affected your relationship because you think you could provide something in a relationship, and you thought it was all financial, and that had an effect on your relationship as well. Okay, and it brought heartbreak. And so you're finding that your career is leaving you. As you can look, yes, the heart is huge, and it is saying that, but what I'm drawn to is that tree. It's barren. There's nothing there. Yes, you might have a wonderful career. You might be, and this could be saying people are struggling in their career, and it is not fulfilling, and it might bring in the finances, but I really feel it's barren when it comes to your heart and your passion, because as you can see, this is tied to other things. Your career is tied to, you can see the string goes out. It's tied to your relationships. Your career is also tied to your well-being as well. So your career, and I keep saying career because that's what I'm feeling from this group. Your finances, your career is it's tied to your emotional well-being, and it's also tied to your relationships, and it's also affecting those things. And I think as you have balanced your relationships, you're seeing that, okay, I have balance in my relationships, but my career is still affecting how I want to pour my heart into something, and I'm not able to do it because my career is stripping me of everything. It's taking everything from me. Yeah. That's what came out from that. Okay. Air signs. So, I have no recommendation for you. You have to face that yourself. Okay? That's something that I can't tell you anything. You have to face it yourself. I cannot do anything for you, but tell you to face it yourself. That's something that you're going to have to face and look at. And look at, do I want to keep living like this? Or do I want to, is there more? And how can what intention can I put out there to the universe for more? Okay? All right. Health and wellness is justice. Again, you guys, we have this balancing act. when it comes to looking, facing your shadow side, because you can kind of see that she's looking at her shadow self. So I really feel like this is seeing the truth, because we have that sword there, but we also have the balancing scales, seeing the truth of how maybe not doing some unhealthy things in your life, like overeating, drinking too much, maybe smoking too much or whatever, is not good for your well-being. It's not good for it. It makes that it darkens that shadow more. It makes that shadow, you flow into that shadow, and you want to bring a balance. And so knowing that, I don't know why I'm pulling on addiction. Anything that you have a habit of doing, and I don't want to, because it could be an addiction, or it could be a habit of always doing something, of, again, like I said, overeating, overthinking too, because you can tap into that mental, because we do have a swords there as well. So, but wanting to balance your light and your dark side, so that you can see it, and that that they're both there, and you can accept both of them. But when you're not eating well, and when you're overdoing something or underdoing something, like not underdoing something would be like not drinking enough water, or not getting enough movement, or not getting enough sun as well. So when you're seeing that, it has an effect on your health and your wellness, and spiritually, mentally, physically, all of that. It has an effect on it, and I think you're starting to see that, and that's a wonderful thing. Okay, so I feel like you have this beautiful balance that's balancing out here, but this is what I feel like your focus, your main attraction is. All right, I have your sacred wealth codes, my air signs. We're going to get a sacred. Okay, one it's that one. Oh my gosh, you got 3, and I'm not giving you all 3, and they all flipped up. Oh my god. Actually, I'm giving you all 3. Oh, why? Because I feel like 3 for each freaking one. You have the muse, which is I inspire and I am inspired. And this goes here, okay? Just want you to know that I am inspired and I inspired. That's that balance energy. Right here is the visionary. It says the world is filled with possibilities. And I feel like, again, a reason why I pulled this one, all 3 of these came out, but I'm putting them in certain groups that fit, because this heart fits this, and this person is this same freaking person. These lines are these freaking lines. It says the world is filled with possibilities, knowing that there's other possibilities. So if it's that job, you remember, so you're going to have to look at those possibilities and look at those things and how they're going to affect you, your finances. It's telling you to be a visionary, to be a muse in your love life, to be a visionary in your career and in your health and your wellness, to be an organizer. See this color? It matched up with this color. That's why I picked that. Everything has its rightful place. So bringing a flow within your health and your wellness. You guys, looking into, tapping into what you need to let go of and what you can keep, and just knowing that everything has its rightful place, being practical about it and being truthful about it as well. All right. All right, air signs, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a wonderful July. Bye.